Hi, my name is Winston Spagnoletti. I'm the brand manager at First Distribution. And today I have with me Shayden Rangasamy. He's the distribution manager for Veeam, and he's offered some of his time to help us through the Veeam portfolio. And I've got Rob Yates, our Veeam product manager from First Distribution, also with us today. And we're going to discuss the benefits of Veeam.
So what are the differences between a non-commit VRA and a VRA?
Okay, so if we're talking a non-commit VRA, the current new price as of April is $1.02 a point. What happens is you do not have to commit to a year to a certain number. The downside to it is that every 3 months you have to renew your license key, which isn't a biggie. You can do it with Impulse. With the VRA, as your usage increases, we have different price levels, and with the price levels, your price drops, and also the VRA is valid for a year, so you have that license for a year and you don't have to renew every so often.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Rob. Does the price drop if the usage exceeds the minimum contract?
No, so the price doesn't drop. So what you're referring to is called overage, and literally the price will be exactly the same as the price level that the customer is at. And when they get to the next price level, then the price will drop. But the overage will still be the same as the price level that they had.
Perfect. Does the license belong to the end user?
No, not at all. So literally how this works is Veeam gives us, the aggregator, the licenses that we then sign a rental agreement with the partner, and literally the partner will rent the licenses. They'll pay a month in arrears, and they'll only pay for what they use. So no, it doesn't belong to the end customer, and it doesn't belong to the partner.
Perfect. Where does Veeam back up the data to?
Okay, so Veeam does not back up the data anywhere. If you think of two glasses, one filled with Coke, one not, and you imagine that the Coke is your data, literally Veeam will be the straw that you'd use to suck up the data, i.e. the Coke, from the one glass to the other glass. So Veeam themselves does not offer a storage solution at all. That's entirely up to the partner. They can back up their data anywhere they want.
Why would I need to back up my Office 365?
Okay, so there's the misdemeanor that Microsoft will back up the Office 365. But actually, if you know GDPR and the POPI Act, Microsoft cannot physically access the data. So there's what they call the shared responsibility model. And what that is Microsoft will ensure the availability, which is the uptime, which will be your 5 nines. So literally, if anything, the environment might be down when you're sleeping for an hour a year. But other than that, it's up to you as the Office 365 user to back up your data.
So from that question and your answer, the client or the end customer is responsible to back up their data. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah.
Cool. Can we back up the customer's data from their site to our data center as a VCSP?
Yes. So in a nutshell, Veeam has what we could call a VPN, which is a virtual private network. So it's a pipe from the customer's site to the VCSP's data center. And Veeam calls that Veeam Cloud Connect. So you've got Veeam Cloud Connect backup, and you've got Veeam Cloud Connect repository. The repository is if you're moving the data from one site to the other, and the backup is if you're backing up the data from the customer's site to your site. So you know you have a secure connection.
Cool. So if I have a customer and my customer wants to back up the Exchange and SharePoint, does Veeam offer a solution for this?
Yes. So Veeam has a product called Veeam Backup for Office 365. They recently launched version 5, and it pretty much looks at that.
Okay. In the VCSP program, how does one license the environment?
So you're looking at the endpoints that you're protecting. So there are numerous ways. You can look at your network attached storage, your workstation, your server. You also have your virtual machines. And with COVID and the lack of devices, TIN, that sort of thing, you can also have what they call your cloud VMs, where your VM can sit within Azure, AWS, Google Cloud Platform. It doesn't matter. Okay. So you license those endpoints that you're protecting.
All right, perfect. Which of the hyperscalers can Veeam work with?
So Veeam you can back up and restore currently to Google Cloud Platform, GCP, to Azure, and to AWS.
Okay. And then what are the easy wins for the VCSPs?
So if you are new VCSP and you're looking for quick route to market, I would suggest using Veeam 1. So Veeam 1 you would use for your reporting, your monitoring, your analytics. And that's really cheap. That's at 2 points. And you're getting over 40 different reports and you can build out each report.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously your Veeam backup for Office 365. If you're looking at Microsoft 365 or Office 365, we just spoke about the shared responsibility model. So it's a no-brainer to every single seat that you sell to cover that.
Okay. So Veeam has developed a new portal called the Pulse.
Yes.
So, right. And this is where all the end customers will obviously report to a VCSP, and then they need to report onto Pulse. Do you mind just giving us a brief explanation of how Pulse works?
Yeah, so Pulse you would use for various reasons. First off, you would use for your contract management, so you'll see how long your contract is valid for. Within that, if you click on your company name, you'll see license management. Over there, you'll be able to see your licenses. When you are downloading your licenses, there are 3 ways you can download. You can download for internal use, which is great because up until Veeam introduced Pulse in June last year, internal use, you had to use perpetual licenses. You can also download a single customer. That is if you want to attach an SLA to it. And you can also download multi-customer if you have a multi-tenant environment. And over there, when you're downloading your license key, you can download whichever version, be it version 9.6, 9.7, 10, 11, you name it. And then you'll also do your reporting there. So the first of every month, Veeam would send out an email coming from the US. It would normally arrive end of the evening of the first. We'll have a link that will take you into your MBO, which is your monthly billing order. You would just submit your usage there. It will go through to the aggregator. We will check that it's correct, and then we'll place the order on Veeam.
Perfect. And just to add to that, on the Pulse system, they have, if you're signing up as a new VCSP, they have training and education videos that you can watch to
Correct.
actually learn how to use the actual portal.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So, Winston, what is the benefit of Veeam Universal licenses?
Okay, thanks for the question, Shaylin. Yeah, so the Veeam Universal License is really aimed to simplify the licensing within Veeam. It offers customers portability of licenses. So if you're backing up a virtual machine or you're backing up into Azure, for example, and you want to change that to back up a workstation, for example, you can port those licenses so that the licenses are flexible in terms of how you can actually use them. So it just brings great ease of use within the licensing perspective.
Correct. So it's giving you more functionality to back up certain workloads. So if you have an enterprise application like Oracle or Man, or if you have virtual machines, or if you have a workstation, you can use the bundles, all in bundles, obviously licenses from there allocated to any workload.
Yeah, correct. And they're also licensed in bundles of 10. So you'll buy a bundle of 10 licenses, and you can then use the licenses as you wish. So you can back up virtual machines, workstations, servers, etc. So it's really easy and flexible.
What are the key differences between perpetual and subscription licenses?
So the perpetual licenses are sold to the customer, where the customer actually owns the software, and they'll pay a large amount upfront and then pay maintenance every year at a discounted rate. That's licensed per socket currently, and it's licensed on the physical host of where the virtual machines will run. When you look at subscription licensing, that's an annual subscription. So you subscribe to Veeam. The customer never owns the software as such, but they subscribe every year. The benefit of subscription is that you can buy bundles of 10, for example, and like we mentioned, you can mix and match licenses, and they're portable across different workloads. So a big advantage to subscription is that it's the same price annually, not a large upfront cost, and the customer's got more flexibility when it comes to licenses and licensing different workloads.
Perfect, thank you. So Veeam has universal licenses and rental licenses. Can you guys just explain what the differences are between the both?
Yeah, so as Winston will touch on, we often have confusion between the two licenses. It's very specific, very cut and dry. So I'll touch on the rental side. So the rental is only specific to partners that offer cloud and hosted solutions. So you can only use those licenses if you are offering hosted solutions. So Veeam gives you the licenses that you can install on your data center that can reside anywhere, and you are only using those licenses to provide services onto your end customers. So when I say provide services, I'm talking managed services or professional services, and that will be where you'll be selling your services on. You cannot sell the licenses to anyone, it's just the services. And then Winston, if you want to touch on the other model.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. So on the universal license perspective, that is from a traditional partner perspective or traditional licensing perspective, where the customer will buy the licenses, install the license in the environment, and back up that either onto the on-premise storage or into the cloud.
So just to touch base on that as well, is that the universal license, the customer does not own that license as to a perpetual license. So it's you're kind of renting it. You can say kind of renting it where they don't. So when the renewal comes up, they need to renew. If they don't, then what happens is the license doesn't work anymore, and you'll have to do the renewal for it. So
yeah, correct.
Cool. In regards to licenses expiring, on the rental model on the cloud side, where do we get this from? How do we do this? How does the customer now or the VCSP now go and get their renewals or do their renewals, so that both on the cloud and also on the perpetual and subscription side?
Okay, good question. So from the rental side, what would happen is the partner would log into Veeam Pulse via the Pro Partner Portal. They would go into the Manage Your Licenses tab, which would be under their contract name. And over there's an option to renew the licenses. So all that they would do is they would click on the licenses and it would automatically renew. So if they're on a non-commit, it would renew for a further 3 months. And if they were on a VRA, generally it would tie in with their contract for the year. So you wouldn't really have to worry about that, because so long as you renewed your contract when it was due, then it would go from there. And if during the year you've done an upgrade of your VRA, so the new year would then start from then. So each time you renew your contract or upgrade your contract, you would then have to apply for new licenses, because the term would have changed. And
Okay.
you just download it from there.
Perfect. Stevenson?
Yeah, so on the subscription side of things, what happens there is we as First Distribution have a renewals team, and we will notify the customer and the partner that their licenses are coming up for renewal. The renewal happens on an annual basis, and the Veeam will then inform the partner that their license is up for renewal in 30, 60 or 90 days time. So they have ample time to then go and get those licenses renewed. So it's an annual basis, and Veeam inform us that the license is up for renewal in a certain amount of days, and they'll then go and renew those licenses.
Okay, so that's both on the perpetual and the subscription side.
Correct, yeah.
Perfect. We all know, and a lot of our partners and end customers know, that Veeam 11 has launched. That's our new version that Veeam has launched. Can you explain what are the additional features and offerings that we have included into the version 11?
Sure. So version 11 was quite a big release. So there are 150 plus new features that Veeam actually launched in version 11. So to go through all of those will be difficult, but they've had lots of new features. Some of the key ones really is a lot more love for Linux. So Linux support, immutability on the Linux platform, NAS offering, so they've enhanced the NAS offering. CDP, which is quite a major release, so continuous data protection. Not like other vendors, Veeam actually doesn't charge for these different features and solutions. It's bundled into version 11. So you get all these great new features with version 11 without paying additional charges for them.
Perfect. Yeah, I think one of the main features that we'll need to concentrate on is CDP, continuous data protection. Also things like archived here is in there. Microsoft Teams also. So everything's built in there. quite a lot of features that are in there. If I might ask you, if a partner is looking for this additional information, where can they find this from?
So Veeam's got a great portal. It's called the Pro Partner Portal. So if you go into the Veeam Pro Partner Portal, you'll find all the information that you ever would need on Veeam, from marketing to sales, resources to presentations to white papers. Pricing, you can do marketing activities, and there's a marketing concierge page. It's endless actually in terms of what you can find on the portal. So there's training, there's all the certification that you might need, training maps, roadmaps in terms of that. So really, I think I think Veeam's most valuable partner asset is the Pro Partner Portal, where it's a wealth of information, and I just urge partners to use it to its full capabilities, because really you can find anything on Pro Partner Portal.
Yeah, correct. And there's other main features that are on there, like you can do your training and education on your Veeam SP, which is the Veeam Sales Professional, Veeam TSP, which is your Technical Sales Professional. It's free of charge. You go on, you register, you go into the Veeam IQ on the Pro Partner Portal, and you can do your training in there. And we structured it a bit differently from version 10 to version 11. It's more customer focused. We have more modules in there, customer-based scenarios, and there's questions that you'll have to answer to get certified. So, we do advise you go on, do the certification, wealth of knowledge in the Pro Partner Portal. As Winston mentioned, also marketing, we've got promos and stuff running around it that you can download from the portal, so you can understand what promos we are. And if I just might mention, if you guys are having any hiccups using the portal and maneuvering through it and understanding where you get information from, Winston's your guy to contact, and Rob. So just contact them and they can take you through that.
We talked about the pricing and the different pricing models, from perpetual to subscription to the cloud model. And just to add to that, on the Pro Partner Portal, you can also go into there and find out all the information about the different pricing options that are available, house licensed. So also, again, maybe just take the time to go to the portal and look at those differences between the pricing models as well.
Correct. Perfect. This question I've got here is relating to marketing campaign. So if a customer or partner that wants to run a marketing campaign, can Veeam help me with this?
Yeah, definitely. So, Veeam firstly can help you, and also First Distribution. We've got quite a large marketing team, and we can assist our partners with marketing activities in conjunction with Veeam. Again, on the Pro Partner Portal, that's your place to go really. Lots of pre-built assets around campaigns. All partners need to do is add their logo, add their contact details, and send that out to their customer base. So from a marketing perspective, there's ample support from First Distribution and from Veeam. And actually, Veeam has a promotion at the moment. If you do a marketing campaign, there's certain rewards that the partners can get. So Veeam really want the partners to get the message out there and to help their partners drive the Veeam message, and how Veeam can help protect customers' data. So marketing, First Distribution, Veeam, and we're here to assist the partners.
Yeah. So just to add to that, I've spoken to one of the partners, and they wanted to send us a mailer to the end customers, and they wanted the Veeam content, but they wanted it to look and feel like it's coming from them. So all you do, download that, you add your logos, you got the Veeam content, so it looks like it's coming from you going to the end partner. It's very professionally done. So a lot of material that you can get from the marketing concierge on Veeam. So on the promos, you mind explaining to the audience what promos that Veeam has for Q2 2021?
Yes, Veeam run promotions every quarter. So they run promos to enable and activate and help their partners drive the Veeam message. So for Q2, which is now Veeam's Q2, from April to June, they've launched some new promotions. The first one is how to get from a registered partner to a silver partner. And this is a very important promotion because it's so simple to get from a registered partner to a silver partner with Veeam's new promotion. All partners have to do is go onto the Pro Partner portal, go onto Veeam IQ, and do 2 certifications, one sales certification called the Veeam SP, and one technical sales certification called the Veeam TSP. Both fairly simple. Content is fantastic. It really explains why you need Veeam to protect your data. And the technical one isn't that technical, so it's designed for a pre-sales or advanced salesperson to do. Do the 2 certifications and you get immediately bumped up to silver partner status, which for the partner is a great advantage because they now get additional deal rich discount. So they can compete better in the market and they can make more margin for themselves. So really excellent promotion.
Can I just add to that?
Sure.
So yeah, just to add to Winston's comment is when they do the 2 certifications, the Veeam SP and the Veeam TSP certifications, they will be then upgraded to silver level. As Winston mentioned, you then can apply for deal registrations on silver, giving you that additional upfront 10% discount. Secondly, the date that they will be moved up to is the 30th of June, so up till the 30th of June. And just to add on to that, if they process orders, so it's one order at $2,000 MSRP, which is end user pricing. And if they process that order now, in this quarter, they will then be upgraded to silver level right till the 31st of December 2021. So just to get back onto the orders, it's either one order at $2,000 MSRP or 2 orders adding up to $2,000 MSRP. For an example, your first order is $1,500 MSRP and your second order will be $500 MSRP, adding up to $2,000.
Yeah, so another promo that's running currently is get additional 5% margin. So that's for Backup Essentials. So Backup Essentials is priced and aimed at the SMB market. So for the price sensitive customer. So already discounted pricing, and Veeam's now offering an additional 5% margin opportunity for the partners. And to get to that price point, they just have to go onto the price list and use the promotion SKU to get 5% additional discount. So really trying to help the partners out there grow their business. And also we understand that sometimes the budgets are tight. So Veeam have the Backup Essentials product, which helps the customers get to the right solution at a lower price point.
Just to add to that, both the promos that Winston mentioned is targeted at Veeam Universal licenses. So when I spoke about the $2,000 MSRP, it needs to be VUL licensing, subscription licensing. So those orders need to come in. Also on the 5%, that needs to be VUL licensing. Winston, the other promo that we are running is the marketing campaign, where a partner can go on and do 2 marketing activities, like something on social media, and they have to choose 2 from the list that we have. And once they have done these activities, we will give them $500 back to do the 3rd marketing activity. Maybe you just want to touch base on that?
Yeah, correct. Thanks, Shailin. Yeah. So another great initiative from Veeam. So really, again, helping our partners to get the message out to the market. So like Shailin mentioned, Veeam will give you $500. So it's a fair amount of money to drive a marketing opportunity. Like Shailin mentioned, there are T's and C's involved. So the partner will do the first 2 themselves at chosen activities. And thereafter, Veeam will give them $500 to run their 3rd activity. So I think it's a great opportunity for partners to take advantage of, to get the message out there.
Perfect. And just to add to that, that's only for our registered and silver partners. The gold and platinum partners, you guys do get MDF funding through your partner account manager, so they'll work with you on that. Thanks for that, Winston. Please note there's a lot of terms and conditions for these promos. Like as Winston said, the VMSP, VMTSP promo that we're running is only for registered partners. And if we're looking at the 5%, it's only for 1 and 3 year. and subjected to VUL. So please go onto the Pro Partner portal, have a read on the terms and conditions. If you have any problems, Winston's your guy to contact, and he'll help you through that. Some of the customers that we have are universities and schools, which is public and the education sector. Are there any Veeam offerings for those specific sectors?
So Veeam offers discounted pricing for the different areas of business. So for governments and for universities, you get different SKUs, which is the pricing codes. So you can get different pricing for government and for universities, for example. It's a discounted price to assist these companies buying Veeam.
Okay. What are the different partner levels that Veeam has? Can you explain that?
Sure. So you get 4 partner levels. So you get registered partner, silver partner, gold partner, and a platinum partner. So the difference really is for registered partners, you get access to the Veeam Pro Partner portal, to the marketing material, things like that, but you can't do a deal reg. So you are limited in terms of what you can do from a registered partner perspective. As you climb the ladder, and like we mentioned earlier, that you can get to a silver partner level very easily just by doing the free online training on the Veeam Pro Partner portal. Get to silver partner level, you can then do deal registrations, and you get 10% deal reg discount as a silver partner. Then moving up to the gold partner status, there's more investment required for a gold partner. So there is a monetary value that the partner needs to achieve to get and to maintain that gold partner status. And they get more benefits. They get some funding from Veeam in terms of marketing activities. They get a dedicated partner manager from Veeam. So there's different advantages to becoming a gold partner, obviously. And then the platinum partner status is really the largest Veeam partner. And again, they get more benefits. There is more investment involved in terms of having trained engineers. You have to have 2 VMCEs. Again, the sales certs and the pre-sale certs. A lot more benefits. Just to note that to be a platinum partner, it is by invite only. So it's up to Veeam's discretion to invite those partners to become a platinum partner. I think because there's a lot of investment that the partner would need to invest in the Veeam offering as well. So all have benefits. As the partner grows, they'll obviously grow into those different areas of the business and the different partner levels. But the most important thing is to get from registered to silver, be able to do deal registrations, be competitive in the markets. You get 10% deal reg discounts, the same as the gold and the platinum. So even the silver partners can compete in the market against the larger partners. The difference with the gold and the platinum partners is they would get back-end rebates from Veeam, fulfilling certain criteria like marketing, events and things like that, and for doing certifications. So yeah, it's a great partner program. Again, everything about that is on the Veeam Pro Partner portal, where partners can go and have a look, how to get there, what they're required to get there.
You did mention on deal registration program. So my question was, does Veeam offer a deal registration program? You did answer that. Maybe you just want to take us a bit more through the deal reg program?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, only silver partners can deal reg. So again, important to take up the advantage of becoming a silver partner with such ease. And then once you want to do a deal reg, obviously you want to protect yourself in that opportunity. We as First Distribution don't actually do the physical deal reg. The deal registration is done on the Veeam Pro Partner portal by the partners themselves. So the partners will sign into Pro Partner portal with their credentials, and it's very simple. Go to find deal reg program, add your details, a bit about the opportunity, and submit that to Veeam, and then Veeam will then approve or not approve that deal reg, depending on if there's other partners involved, or if Veeam already know or are working on the opportunity, they might not approve that. But most of the time it's approved and the partner has that advantage in the market. Okay, thank you everyone. That was great. Thank you team for your great input and insights. Shayden, thanks again for joining us from a Veeam perspective. Always nice to have your support. And Rob, thank you for your expert advice on the cloud business. Really appreciate that. And yeah, so that was really about Veeam and how Veeam can help your business. So please reach out to us, go to the Veeam Pro Partner Portal, and thank you very much.